Hey yo, what's up YouTube? Gecko Girl coming at you with another video. Today is all about bearded dragons. Yes, those cute, adorable, cuddly staples of the reptile hobby. And today we're going to be covering all the basics you need to know before getting your first bearded dragon. That being said, let's get started. So, for those of you who keep up on my channel, you guys all know about Puff. I got Puff last October. She is going on 8 months old, 9 months old. She's born in September. And I just absolutely fell in love. I probably did more reading and more research before getting her than any animal. First thing I want to talk about is the cage. minimum 40-gallon breeder for an adult bearded dragon, and I want to stress 40-gallon breeder because they're shorter, they have more floor space. You gotta think these guys are from the Australian outback. They're used to having plenty of space to roam around. Too small of a cage can cause them to stress out and be very, very aggressive. Honestly, seeing how big she's getting, if I had had more space and more money at the time, I probably just would have went ahead and built up a 75-gallon for her, to be honest. But 40-gallon breeder, minimum size. So, and that's going to cost you around $100 at the Petco $1 per gallon sale. Everything over 30 gallons is half off instead of $1 per gallon. So guess they were losing money on that. The next thing I want to talk about is lighting. You got your 75-watt bulb here, their nighttime bulb. Your daytime bulb, your 2-in-1 solar glow. Got your UVB, all that good stuff. You want to set it up to where there's cool side and the hot side. Cool side should be in the 80s or 90s. The hot side should be around 110. You know, around 110-ish. What are you doing? Why are you mad? Look at this. Why are you mad? Why are you getting mad? So next, let's talk about substrate. You can do red clay. There is a red clay you can buy from, I think it's Zilla or Exoterra. You can also do sand. I do not recommend sand. Or you can do a Rectimat or tile. I recommend tile. It's actually not too expensive. All this tile that you see to do the whole cage cost me about $15, and then another $12 for a can of aquarium silicone. So all in all, not that bad. And I prefer tile because 1, keeps her nails filed down. 2, it's easy to clean, takes me like 5-10 minutes to clean her cage. 3, it holds heat. There's no need for a heat pad. It holds heat from her lighting here. So it's going to keep her warm all throughout the night. And again, it's just makes things so much easier. They also need basking platforms. They need 1 basking platform. She has 2. She has this little ramp right here, skulls on the side, and she has this one from Zilla. Dustin actually already had this one. I have no clue where that one came from. So, and I don't know what the crap this is. It's in the guinea pig, rabbit / hamster aisle. And I don't know what the crap they use it for because I've had hamsters and I didn't use this. I've never had rabbits or guinea pigs. So, but it's made out of terracotta, so it's definitely going to be able to deal with the humidity. and makes a great little hide for her. She has a hammock. Bearded dragons love hammocks apparently, and blankets, so she's got a blanket there, blanket there. She has another hammock going across the front, and not only does this act like a ladder for her to get up here, but it also gives her some more privacy from the cats, make her feel more safe, more secure. That's also the reason for the scrap of paper taped onto the outsides of the tank. Next, we're going to talk diet. They need 2 bowls, one for their veggies, one for their insects, and, little mealworm dish there. Me, I like to give her salad in the morning. Give them the salad in the morning with a little bit of the freeze-dried insects and pellet food. Mix up 2 or 3 different kinds of greens, or mix in some lettuce with the greens. I wouldn't do lettuce alone. Been giving her some romaine lettuce, and she acts like she's freaking starving 5 minutes later, so obviously it's not filling her up enough. But I also recommend sneaking some fruit in with their salad, give them some energy throughout the day. Puff loves strawberries. It's the only fruit I've been able to get her to eat so far. Let's see if I can't get a better shot of her, guys. That's better. So yeah, she loves strawberries. And that's just a good start to a bearded dragon's day. And then at nighttime, give them their protein, throw a few roaches in, or some crickets, or some mealworms. They can eat any of that. Super worms, all that stuff, they can eat all of it. So you want to stay away from spinach, kale. Those can actually absorb some of the calcium that they're getting from the rest of their food, which is not good. You want to make sure they're getting plenty of calcium. As with any reptile, they are prone to metabolic bone disease. They do like peppers. You can feed them red and green bell peppers. You can feed them mustard greens, turnip greens, collard greens. They love all that. You do want to stay away from iceberg lettuce completely. Really stay away from romaine, red leaf. You can give them a little bit. Yeah, I prefer to give her greens. It's got the most nutrition in it. You can feed them cucumber, you can feed them squash. She does love squash. Feed them all that stuff. You can go on to zoomed.com or Exoterra or Zilla. They all have care sheets on different reptiles, and all of them have a care sheet on bearded dragons. It'll give you a full list of what they can and cannot eat. So, but again, I mentioned calcium, so you don't have to get Zoomed. I prefer the Zoomed brand, but some Repi calcium, sprinkle a little bit of this on their salad or on their mealworms for a healthy bearded dragon. I wouldn't really do a dish of calcium with a beardy. They're not really going to sit there and go up to it and sit and lick it like a Leo per se. And these guys get most of their water from their food, but they're also mist drinkers as well, so you don't really have to have a water dish. Just spray the cage once, twice a day, and you're fine. If your beardy does get stopped up, like mine did get stopped up. She got a little constipated. Just soak them for a few while you clean her cage, and start spraying their cage more often, and they'll be fine. And that's pretty much the basics, guys. So, it's up to you if a bearded dragon is the pet for you. Great for somebody that wants something that will lay on them and has a little bit more size to it kind of take the place of a cat or a dog. You know, if you have allergies and you can't have a cat or a dog, bearded dragon is a great pet, great option. They're very intelligent, very inquisitive, hilarious, and very gentle. I would call them the gentle giant, honestly. They're very, very sweet animals. They do go through a phase as a baby where they like to bite a bit and throw a little bit of a fit, but I do not recommend them for a kid. A lot of people are like, oh, they make a great first reptile. They do make a great first reptile for a teenager or somebody a little bit older. But for like any kid under, say, 8, 9, 10 years old, I would not get them a bearded dragon unless you want one yourself. Then sure, go ahead and get your kid a bearded dragon, because you're going to be doing like 95% of the work. You know, you might get them to help you fix the bearded dragon's food. That's about it. But also, the lights get very hot and can burn little hands, so that's why I say they do well with small kids. Adult bearded dragons do well with small kids, but only around adult supervision. And don't get one for a kid that young unless you're planning on doing all the work, basically. So again, I would even say 10 and up. 10 and up for a first reptile. But they're still a great family pet. Great personalities, great demeanor, and could be a great new addition to your home. So that's bearded dragons in a nutshell. And next time, guys, I'm gonna address this rack system versus naturalistic enclosure debate. It's kind of been brought back up here recently. There was a kid I saw put up a video talking smack about Brian Barczyk, and it just kind of set me off. And then day before yesterday, I believe it was, Brian posted up a video talking about his opinion on racks versus naturalistic setup. So I want to address the issue myself, talk about my opinion on it, and pros and cons of both. So anyway, guys, until next time, peace out.